Hi, I'm Mia, and I actually know what I'm going to do today for my eyeshadow. But yeah, I actually do have a plan for the eyes. It's going to be green with some blue in the brow and like a blue kind of half-cut crease with... That's going to be shimmering because I need shimmer in my life these days. I slacked on for a little while, but we're in full force again. I'm going to do my best to use one palette for the mattes, and then shimmers are going to be a separate entity because they always are. So I'm going to start with the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Blends palette, and I'm going to take some of the shade Luxe, and I'm going to start by placing it right on the outer corner of the eye. I'm just going to pat in this down because I will be blending out with a different shade. So I'm gonna pat and like flick out just a little, just to get a little head start on the blending. I'm gonna bring this under my eye a little. Again, just a little because I will be using other shades to help with this. No, it is, I want to say it's a little past 12. So my plan is I can have this done by, it's 12:30. My plan is hoping to get this done by 1:30, 2 o'clock, including filming like my TikToks and stuff. And then I can take this off and rest for a little bit for hopefully filming another video. Hopefully. And then on a large fluffy brush, I'm going to take some of the shade Remedy, which is just like kind of true toned green. I'm a little tired. It's funny because I'm going to be honest, I drank an obscene amount of Monster yesterday, and yet I still passed out like no problem, and I didn't even stay up that late. I'm like, caffeine, huh? I mean, whatever. Ooh, I tried pop-up bagels for the first time. I don't know if I said this in my last video. But originally it's not that I didn't want to try them in New York, but you can only buy them 3 at a time. Well, the smallest you can get is 3 in a tub of cream cheese, and you know, I'm one person and my hotel room didn't have a fridge, so it's not like I could keep it. So I ordered it when I got home, mostly because they had a spinach and artichoke cream cheese. I had a second bagel for breakfast today. I got it yesterday. Now I have some left, obviously. And it was so good. The bagels were pretty good too, obviously. Like, they were really good. But like the cream cheese, I mostly ordered it for the cream cheese. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Inside Joke on the same brush. And I'm just going to very lightly use that to blend because I still want to put a color up here. Again, yeah. I know I do a lot of brow colors, but it's fun, it's whimsical, and it just gives a little extra something. So, and I'm gonna go back in with that original Luxe shade and just kind of reinforce it because I got a little washed away on this side, so not really what I want. It's okay if it doesn't look totally blended here because that part of the eye will be covered up with a shimmer. And I'm about to cut it in 2 seconds anyway, so it's fine. I'm taking some of a white concealer and I'm just gonna do a little half cut moment. It's funny, I placed 2 outer orders, and I say this every time I use my white concealer because this concealer sucks. It's the LA Girl Cosmetics one, and it's so like watery. It's disgusting, and it's not like a pigmented white. So like every time I use it, I'm like, oh my god, I need to get a new one. And I placed 2 ultra orders within the past week, and I didn't put a white concealer in either order. But I keep trying to get the new Morphe contour stick, and it keeps getting marked out of my order, even though they keep putting it as available on the app, and then like 2 hours later it's not. So they need to get that dealt with, because I don't want to place a Morphe order for one thing, and it's not, I know I said this on my last video, but it's not on TikTok shop either, so I'm like, I don't want to place a more free order for one thing. Then I'm going to take some of the shade Dream and a little bit of Bubble Bath, just because I don't like the tone of Dream all that much. So I just want to kind of give it a little something else. But no, I deleted a video a few weeks ago, and it was like, it didn't have any blue involved, it was purple. But it was like a kind of deep green tone, and I've just been thinking about it since. I'm like, you know what? That way it actually gives me something to, it actually gives me, not like a heads up, but I'm like, oh wow, I actually know what I want to do before even sitting down. So, I think the next video I do might be a full face of current makeup favorites. Because like, obviously, I have a full face of Holy Grails, but Holy Grails and current favorites are two totally different things. So, might. That's if I even end up doing my makeup again today. And then on the other side of the brush, I'm just gonna, actually, this side is fine. It's funny because my cousin is getting married this weekend, and I'm not going. I was invited. I'm not going. Mostly because A, I don't wedding. B, we don't see them all that often anyways anymore, so it felt weird that we were invited to the wedding. Like, they had they have 2 kids. We haven't met the second one, and she was born almost a year ago, but yet we're being invited to the wedding. I don't know. I'm also taking a little bit of cream and sugar, and I'm just gonna layer that on top a little. Just a little, just to line this up a bit. But yeah, my mother and father are going. I am not. My brother wasn't invited because it's technically it's child free, but it's like 18 plus, so, and he is not that old, and he's a 16-year-old boy, let's be real, he doesn't want to go to a wedding anyways. So I am taking my NYX glitter glue, and I'm going to put just a little on the back of my hand so I can pat it onto my eye like I usually do. Oof. My back hurts so much. And then I'm just going to pat basically over where that blue is and tap it a little over where it meets the green. Just a little. And repeat. Not putting it on the brow because I feel like that's just a little weird. Don't know why, but. And the next 2 shades I will be using will be from Clionadh Cosmetics. This is the Earth Vibrant Multi-Chrome in the shade Masonry. And I'm going to put a little on my brush, obviously. And I'm going to pat a little right there. Yeah. It's green. It has slight other colored reflex, but it's just a little more than just the blue. And then obviously this is also from Clionadh Cosmetics. This is the Glitter Iridescent Multi-Chrome in the shade Glow. This one is like one of my favorite shades because I love a good iridescent blue. So, and I'm going to pat that right over the blue. Who would have thought? Also, I did in fact find my lip balm. It was in fact in the laundry. And I said something about it to my father. He's like, oh, it'll be fine. I'm like, it has been through the wash once and then the dryer twice. I'm not putting that thing on my lips. And like, I felt it. It was like liquidy. Like, obviously lip balm's liquidy, but like, it was like, I'm like, no. But I got a free year of Dash Pass thanks to T-Mobile, and I have a 60% off one order and then 25% off 3 orders, so I can always place an ultra order for my lip balm. But this is gonna be all it for the eyes. I need to go find some lashes, but I will be back in a second. Alright, I'm back with some lashes. I did procrastinate a little, not gonna lie. But I usually do when I put on lashes anyways, but like it's 1:43 right now. Either way, we're gonna move on to the base. I'm gonna start off with the e.l.f. Cosmetics Holy Hydration Thirst Burst Drops. I didn't do my skincare this morning, so really need to go in with hydrating products. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting a second look done today, but that's fine. I was gonna say something. Ooh, and it's cool enough today. It's like 70 today, or at least very low 70s. So I don't need my fan on. So, thank God. Oh, I never did a video with them, but these were my birthday nails. They're low celestial. They might be a little stained darker than the original color was, because I did a fresh color touch-up when I got home, and I didn't, like when I got home from New York, and I didn't have any gloves, so they're a little darker than originally, but they're still pretty close. And then I'm gonna go in with the NYX Plump Right Back Serum Primer. It's funny because this was on sale until very recently at Ulta, and I really should have gotten another one in my order, and I just didn't even think about it. I'm still so upset about that Morphe stick. And like, it's supposed to be in stores by now, and it's not. It's not even like obviously, yes, I know, but it's rude. I want it. And like, the lighter shade is in stock, but it's like a rosy tone, and I'm pale, but I don't know how I feel about like a rosy tone for like bronzer, contour stuff. Like, I saw swatches of it and it looks like pink. I'm like, and then I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Foundation in the shade, what is this, N1? This is clogged up a little. I should clean that up in a second. But gonna work this into my brush. I have used these primers with this foundation before, so I know it's gonna look good. And I wanted to try that new Benefit foundation, but when I was in New York, I swatched some of them because they were already out, even though it said it was online only. But I was like, ooh, don't mind if I do. And I swatched 2N and 4N because I'm generally more neutral toned. 2N was yellow, and 4N was so dark and so peachy, and I'm like, not ideal. So I was responsible and didn't actually buy anything in store at Sephora or Ulta when I was out, mostly because everything that I just ordered in my Sephora, my Ulta orders, the things weren't in store. Like, I went for that just to see, like, you know what, maybe things aren't right. No, it was fine. And then naturally, one of the lip glosses I was gonna get was in stock at the store I was just at the next day, and I'm like, I wasn't gonna go back because it was on a totally different part than I was going to that day. So I'm like, you know what? That's just rude. It's pretty rude. But no, whether I go back to New York with my friend or not, I need to. When I go, I am seeing Death Becomes Her again because I am A, fantastic show, love it. B, I am seeing it with the original cast, one way or another, because I'm still a little pissed off about that. Like, again, I knew when I was booking the tickets that one of them wasn't going to be there, but the second one, that was a last minute notice. Alright, then I'm going to take a little bit of the Natasha Denona Hy-Glam Concealer. This is in the shade N0.5. I'm going to focus a little right there because I'm looking very purple. Like the other day I was looking so, it was bad. I was like, oh, I didn't know my under eyes could get that dark, which is really funny because for his entire life it's not a tired thing for him, it's like literally genetics. My brother has some of the worst like dark under eyes I've ever seen in my life. Like, even when I found a baby picture of him and he looked sleep deprived, and he was like 2, and his under eyes have just always looked like that. So I'm a little grateful that I did not get that. Like, it was to the point that it's like, do you have any eye creams or anything? I don't know. It did not work. I'm gonna give him a color corrector at this point. I do have one, actually. I haven't even opened it, because I don't usually need under eye color corrector. Alright, and we're moving, well, I am moving right along to cheeks. This is from e.l.f. This is the Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour, and I have mine in the shade, what is this again? Fair Light. This is like the second lightest shade. I think the first one is like pure gray, and I don't want that in my life. So no. I was gonna say, I usually prefer a more like bronzer shade. Like, I want something that's a little bit of both. I gotta get the best of both worlds here. And I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing for my lips. So, alas. Cause like, usually when I do greens, I do like orangey coral blushes, but when I do blues, I do like pinky and berry toned. So I don't know. I'm gonna need to find something. And ironically enough, when I did my kind of like mossy green look that I deleted, I did berry tones for like my blush in my cheeks, and then it was ugly and I deleted it, obviously. But I'm gonna drag this down a little, and I'm looking, sculpted. See, this is what I meant. And I'm gonna go in with the Rhode Pocket Blush in the shade Sprinkle. I love this shade so much. It's so pretty. I was in the midst of getting my tattoo when I ordered it. So, 8 days ago. I got one of the new blushes from the like summer launch. Still hasn't shipped. And that's just something I've never had an issue with Rhode. Like, it has a shipping label printed, because it's showing up in my shop app. It's like waiting for details. I'm like, I got the tan line color, so it's supposed to be like a tan pink, so I'm hoping I can use it more like as a neutral toned blush, because I do have a lot of corals and oranges in my collection, contrary to popular belief, so I didn't need the other color that got released. I only got the blush. I didn't get the lip peptide, because I don't like, when I wear lip balm out, like generally speaking, sorry, there's a hair on my face. Lip balm out, I want to be either clear or like very, very natural pink, so like you wouldn't know I'm wearing anything. So something with sparkles in it isn't gonna be that. And then I'm gonna take some of the Colourpop Cosmetics Super Shock Highlighter in the shade Flexitarian. I'm just gonna use my fingers. I don't want to try to find my brush right now. So right there, because that will be where the camera picks it up the most. A little here, just a little. And then right where the kind of dew is anyways naturally, so it just kind of enhances that. And that's like the best, obviously, place where the light reflects, so it's the best place to put a highlighter. I'm actually going to take a little bit more of the blush and just kind of focus it up. I like the blush to be stronger at like the temples and the higher parts of my cheek, just because it's like a little bit of blush draping almost. Like almost. But this is such a pretty color. And moving right along to lips, I just sharpened my Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Anywhere Caffeine. We're getting to the point where the next sharpen is going to start taking off the name of this lip liner. I mean, I know what it's called anyways, because, but still. This is an uneven sharpen, so we're going to do our best here. Alright. And bam, I'm already done with lining my lips. I'm just that good. And then like usual, I'm just going to blend it out a little. Just a little. I'm going to take a little bit of the blush and just pat it in the center, because I don't want anything to kind of overwhelming today. I was going to do just a clear gloss, but figured may as well have something underneath a little. But like I said, the faintest. Which is funny because I like really love this like color as a lipstick too. And then I'm going to take the Buxom Cosmetics Plump Shot Collagen Infused Lip Serum in the shade, I think this is just filler. Yeah, it's just clear. It's not super glossy looking and it feels more like a balm, which is what I want right now. I don't want, ironically enough, I don't want something overwhelmingly glossy and shiny looking. I know, who am I? And terrible, horrible, no good news. I actually bought snacks yesterday, thank God, because when I say I had like no like food for me in the house, except I only got salty things. I didn't get any sweet snacks, so that was a problem last night, like 11 o'clock. I went, huh, I have only myself to blame. But I'm gonna hopefully go fix my bangs, because I haven't washed my hair in a few days anyways, and again, it's been under this for like 2 hours, so we'll see what happens, but I'll be back in a second. Alrighty. These aren't my best bangs, but I've had worse. But this is the finished look. I like it. I mean, again, I know I say this every time, but if I didn't like it, I'd either stop recording and completely restart. But the base looks fantastic. My lips, a little tingly because this is like a plumping lip product, obviously. But yeah. It's 2:07, so I don't know if I'm gonna do something else after this, like makeup wise. Like I need to shower and wash my hair today, but that could be an after dinner thing. Because when follow me here. When I'm in the shower, I transfer my videos from my camera to my phone, because that just makes the most sense. That way I'm not gonna be on my phone anyways, and that way I can actually get them done and I can start editing, you know, throughout the week at work. But yeah.